Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today I got my delivery. I'm so excited. It's been a while since I played with anything new. Okay, so for my face, I am wearing the CoverGirl Outlast Extreme Wear 3-in-1 Foundation in shade 817. 24-hour full coverage. Definitely full coverage. Definitely not for me. We'll just say that. It's not looking so hot, especially in like the small lines and stuff. Not at all. SPF. It doesn't really say whether like primer, concealer, foundation. Okay. Sweat proof, humidity proof. I mean, it does. I mean, I just don't think I'm a full coverage kind of girl, to be honest. I think it's more medium because full coverage just I think is too much for me. And I applied it with my BK Beauty brush, which I love, and then I even went over it with a sponge to try to get some more off to maybe like tone it down. And it's not that it feels heavy, but it still looks heavy if that makes sense. Um, for concealer, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Radiant Concealer in shade 4. My little sample. I really do like this concealer. I set my face with the Fit Me in 130 Buff Beige Maybelline. I set my face. I'm trying different stuff, y'all. I then used the Hourglass Diffuse Light out of the Jellyfish palette, I believe, to set like under the eyes and the T-zone. Then for bronzer, I am so close. I'm getting so close. Look at that. I guarantee it by the end of this year I'm done this one. This one and another one. I can't think of which one it is, but I'm going to be done it. And then that was in Golden Cocoa, by the way. Then for blush, I decided to go berry. Although, to be fair, it's a beautiful blush. It really is. And I've been experimenting for out of my pink realm. I've went to peach, now I'm in berry. I'm trying different ones, seeing what I like. And this is from Pat McGrath, so I know I love the formula, without a doubt. And again, this is Love Struck. But does that not look berry to you? Or does that look like it does? That's my only thing. Now, I didn't want to build it up because, I mean, like, I didn't want to look like a clown, mind you. But maybe that's it. I didn't build it up to the depth of this color, which would make sense at that point. So, you know. But I got a real old school one for you here. You ready? For highlighter, I know, you ready? I pulled out Stila Kitten. Y'all, look at this. I need you to see this, okay? I've had this for years, okay? It's still good. It smells fine. Feels just like fine, but I still have the plastic covering and all. I have 3 of these. 3 different shades, that is. Not the same color. But, like, it still feels putty. Like, fingerprint, everything. Like, it's like I bought it yesterday is how it feels. But the point of me telling you this is that I forgot about it. To be fair, I was actually looking for my Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop. But I had ran across this and decided to use it, and I'm so glad that I did because I'm going to leave this out, I think. Like, I really feel like I'm going to leave this out and play with it more. So, that is what is on my face. Now, lips and eyes. What collection did I get in? I know. I got the Glamlite Kiss collection. And I wish I could be more, like, thrilled about it because, you know, sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. But Kiss just isn't a band that I'd listen to, you know? It really was. I don't know if it would have been when, I mean, I was born very late December of 79. I don't know if they were doing their thing. If I'd have been too young, I don't know. But not something I listen to be fair. I'm sure I know some of their songs. I don't doubt that. But, well, yeah, rock and roll all night and party every day. Yeah, I know that song. Okay. So I do know a song from them. But, like, it's just not, I don't hold that connection, you know? But what I will say is that I really do like the packaging. And I did pretty much get the full collection except for the mirror in the bag. I know, I said I wasn't, and I shouldn't wholeheartedly, but I did. I got the palette. I got the mascara. I know, I said I wasn't. I got the lip duo. And I got the base. Now the base I didn't play with today. We'll do that maybe tomorrow or something. But I did play with, the rest of it. So as far as the lip, I'm not a big red lip fan to begin with. This is a twist up, and it has a little sharpener, so you just twist it up and you can sharpen it. So it's not a wood pencil or anything. I do like their formulas. I think I prefer their wooden pencils over this, but I still like this formula. I'm not a big red fan. Every now and then, maybe. It's just, I feel like red, you have to babysit. Do I think it's a pretty color? Yes. Do I think it's different than, say, the Betty Boop one? Yes. It's not, the same by no means. It is red, but that's about it. So, I do like that they're branching out with different colors. My only thing with it is, though, is that what if you fall in love with the color? Because it's got something attached to it. Like, I'm assuming they can't sell this forever. Can they bring the color back in their own packaging? Like, I don't know. That would be the only reason why I'm like, should I even get these things, considering they are probably not going to be around forever. Especially like lipsticks and lip liners, because I don't go through them very often unless I do really like them. So, but anyway, where are we at now? Okay, so let's start. I prime my eyes. I use my Viseart eye primer. Um, so we'll start with that. And then this is what the palette looks like. Now, we all know how I feel about green. I mean, we just know. Will I play with it? Absolutely. I will play with every row. I do think, like, take away the kiss, I like the palette. If you add the kiss in, I still like the palette. I do think that it from looking at the members and stuff, I think they did a really good job at, putting each one in. Um, and as far as the color story, I can get behind this, okay? The only issue is there's not really a brown for me to play with these blues, but I bronze every day. I can always just throw my bronzer if it makes me feel more comfortable to do. You know what I mean? So I'm actually not mad at this palette and actually think I will get a lot of use out of it. Now, is it familiar to other palettes? Well, I'm sure there is. Is there exact dupes? No. But, use your judgment on whether or not that you're going to need it or not. To me, the people that are going to get this, let's start with Star Child first. Let's go ahead and get started. To me, the people that purchased this are fans of Kiss. Like, in my opinion. Maybe fans of Glamlite may have purchased it because they're fans of Glamlite. But, I mean, I personally think that it's because it's fans of Kiss. Now, why did I purchase it? Because I'm a fan of Glamlite. That's why I said I think that, fans of Glamlite would purchase it. But, I also like the color story. I do. Even with the greens, I like the color story. And I say that because, like, I'm not always... I don't own any of the, like, food palettes from Glamlite at all. I don't own not a one. So, like, the burger, the taco, the pizza, I don't own any of those. So, I've not, like, just bought to buy. Like, I have to like it. And I did like this color story for sure. Or I do. And I've only used one row. I will use it again, though. But out of the row that I used, I really do like it. Let's do shout it out loud. And again, I wanted to stick to rows, that way you could get a feel for it. And I do like the way it is set up. I mean, each row is, it's perfect the way they have it set. And it makes it easier for someone like myself who is a beginner, not really sure how to take the look. So I think they did a really good job with that too. Like overall, I'm impressed so far. But to be fair, because I'm a fool. We know this. I'm wearing the white ColourPop eyeliner, just so you know. We're going to take that Shout It Out Loud shade and run it under the lower lash line. Anyway, we all know that I'm a fool. Technically, the rest of this palette could suck and I'd still be happy with it because the purple row is amazing and I love it. It's everything I want it to be. It really is. So I don't really have, like, I would tell you if it sucked, but like for me personally it wouldn't matter because of the purple row being wonderful. And it has been a little bit since I played with purple, as in doing an all purple look. And I will say that looking at this, it does give you a nice gradient effect for each row that you can make a monochromatic look, whether it be blue, green, purple, or like a red burgundy row almost. Now again, the lipstick and stuff, that's, you know, are you a fan of red type of thing? I will say for me, I don't own that many reds because, I mean, you know, they're just too much for me. But I do think my grandmother, if she was still alive, would love this lipstick. Love it. Just saying. Although I think maybe it's a little bit too brick of a red. I feel like hers was more blue-red. You know what I mean? Like more red. But it's pretty nonetheless. Does it look good on me? Not really. Did I expect it to? No, not really. And I know I said I wasn't going to buy the mascara because Lord knows the Scooby-Doo mascara was awful. The Betty Boop mascara wasn't much better. But I'm watching this one. This eye's been done for a little bit because I need to see if it's going to transfer, what it's going to do. So I am watching it. But I do like their theming. I mean, they came out with white and black eye base. Even the mascara, like the white primer and then the black mascara, like that kind of goes too, you know? So it does kind of make sense. Let's go into Dynasty now. The darkest shade of purple. I will say I had a little bit of trouble with this shade, but it could be on me personally, you know? Like, I thought it wasn't blending as well as the other shades, but I think that's user error, not necessarily the shade. But I'm not for sure either, so do keep that in mind. And I'm trying to go in with a very soft, like, touch and blend because, like, I don't want it to be the shadow's fault, I guess, in a way. I don't want to do a disservice to it, but it's definitely a high probability that it's my fault, considering I'm not a makeup artist, you know? And it does go light to dark, although I would say it's more, there's one light shade, rest are dark or mid-tone. I mean, that's the only shade I'm going to be able to use personally as an inner corner. But, you know, I'm really not mad about that because how often, you know what I mean? Like, maybe then all the shadows would fade if this was like my only fun palette I used. they would all go down the same in a way. But this eye seems to be doing good with this purple shadow, so I guess maybe it was just me on the other eye. So that's good. That makes me feel better. We're going back in to Shout It Out, because I don't want to lose any of the gradient effect that I have. But look how nice it blends. Like, and you can see each individual shade. There's purpose. There's direction. I like that in a palette. Especially with someone like me who doesn't have direction or purpose really for anything they do. I just do it. Which tends to get me in trouble, to be fair. But I will play with this again. Like, this will go up on Friday. So my Saturday video, I'll play with it again. I hate to do it so close back to back, but if you want the palette, I want you to know, it more than just one row. The wait time wasn't too bad either, to be fair. Man, I really do like this gradient effect. Oh, it's perfect. I mean, it is just, this particular row so far is perfect. It literally gives me everything I need in a purple look. Okay. I am going to take the Shout It Out Loud again and take it a little bit lower on this lash line. And I could have went with black liner too, but you know me, I have to have it somewhat bright. I can't just do a dark look. Although I would say this is very grungy, yet on the brighter side of grungy, if that makes any sense. I don't know if it does or doesn't. It's not like the Jason palette where that is grungy too. Like, that's pretty much like really dark. This is more like light and dark combined in a way. Stole Your Love, this shade here, we're going to put it on the inner portion of my lid. And I'm not laying anything down or anything like that or spraying it. And this is where I think the white and black base would really come into play, and I hope that they're nice to work with. I've never worked with a colored base before, so I don't know. Well, I mean, I have worked with like the P. Louise, but I mean, that's just like concealer in a way. And eye primers and stuff, but not a colored, like that type of color, like skin tone color, sure. And I will say this applied nicely. I didn't get any fallout or anything like that out of this. That's I do like this color. And again, you could just leave it like this and it'd be much brighter than what I'm about to do, because I'm about to take it back to being a darker in that outer corner. We're going to take Love Gun, the darker purple, and I'm going to put it on the outer portion of the lid and bring it in. Like I said, I wanted to play with the full row. So really, if you put this all over the lid, it would be definitely a very deep dark purple look. Or you can put the other shade and have a lighter purple look, or both. Like I did. But they do lay nice together, or on the lid, and they blend well together on, making it look like they belong, if that makes sense. Back and forth, back and forth. Back to Stole Your Love. And again, applying it with a finger or spraying your brush is going to give you much more intensity for sure. So it really just depends. But this color here I like because it's like purple but pink. It's very different. And depending on how the light hits it, because I was noticing it in, I think it was my bathroom. I was in it. And it was like pink, purple. And then I could have swore I seen a hint of blue. It was so weird. And I was like, oh, okay. I see. So it's very pretty for sure. And I really do like that shade a lot. Highly recommend that shade. There's just something very different, pretty about it. I don't know how to really explain it, but I like it. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to take that shade. Oh, I got to find that brush. Then we're going to take this shade. Where did my brush go? No. The Spaceman. This white shade right here. And I'm trying to stay away from like the clock thing, because I don't want to mess up with the embroidery to it. Or what's stamped in it, I mean. And I'm just going to apply it right to the inner corner. Now, this shade I did get a little bit of fallout with. Again, did not spray it on me. But just so you know, and you really do have to build this shade up. Like, if you go in with a light hand, you're not going to get much, if you can see what I'm talking about. So, technically, you might want to spray this shade, just so you know, because if not, you're going to see it, but you're not going to see it, if that makes any sense. Like, if you're staring at yourself in a magnifying mirror, you'll see it. If you're staring at yourself in a regular mirror, it's barely going to be seen. Like, you're going to know something's there just because, you know, the color difference, but God, this foundation is bad on me. Well, I do not like that at all. I mean, it is just settled in every single line, pore, everything. It is bad. But I like the blush. I like the bronzer and the highlighter too. Not a fan of the lip. Didn't think I would be though. I have to be in a mood for a red lip anyway, so. Anyway, let's continue. So now I'm going to take my Rephr lining brush, my favorite little brush, 29. And we're going to take that shade Dynasty again, that dark shade. And this time I'm going to line the lower lash line and top lash line with it. And then we will move on to the mascara, you all. And again, I can't give many thoughts on the mascara, as sometimes you must, you know, leave things open with mascara. I feel like, though, Glamlite has nailed, like, their eyeshadow formula. They just need to leave that alone for now. Like, I think they've nailed it. Their blushes, the lighter ones are fine. The darker ones, I think they're pigmented, but they don't blend as well, so they could tweak those a little bit. Lipsticks are good. Lip liners are good. Have no issues. Mascara. I think they need to go back to the drawing board on it. Their calligraphy eyeliner is good. Now, I don't personally wear that, but my daughter and grandkids absolutely love that calligraphy eyeliner that they have. I mean, love it. They said it's a black, it's pigmented, it's easy to use, it's cute, like it's everything you ever want it to be, according to them. Now I'm talking about my older daughter too, not my younger one. So that's saying something. And then my granddaughters just love it. And they're pretty good at doing wings, to be fair. I am not. They did not get that from me. But yeah. Mascara, though? Mm-mm. They're off base with it, that formula. At least with the Scooby Doo and the Betty Boop one for sure. Because I've used those now. Has Glamlite came out with any like gel eyeliners? I don't think they have done that yet, have they? I just started thinking about that because I mean I used my ColourPop one today, but I don't think they've ever came out with a colored or any gel eyeliners for that matter. Oh yeah, they had the pencil. They had the black for the Chucky, didn't they? That's right. I remember now. I think they should at least come out with a white. Oh, and they could have with this. They could have came out with a white and black eyeliner for sure. Missed their mark there. Missed their mark there. They would have went with this collection for sure. All right, let's curl the lashes and then go in with the mascara. The dreaded mascara, y'all. I don't know. And I knew I did. It's completely my fault, but I'm so scared I'd miss out, you know. The one time they'd come out with a good mascara would be the time I didn't buy it. Although that's what I say about everything. The one time I say no, I don't want it, that's the best thing in the world, you know. Of course, that's 9 out of 10 how that always goes, isn't it? When you go, nah, I think I'm going to skip on this. And then you miss out. Alright, so now we're going to go in with the white, the primer. This is a rubbered tip, and it hurts. If you poke yourself, it will hurt. I think this is the hardest rubber tip I've ever felt in my life. Not even going to lie to you. This is coating my lashes, I mean, kind of nicely, really. This is. It's like, it's not too much, but I can see it a little bit. My lashes are just going right through this, obviously. I'm even going to put it on the bottom. I don't know why I did it, but I did. I think just to thoroughly try it out. It seems to hold enough on the wand. There's definitely a stopper in this so you don't get too much because it's hard to even pull the wand out, to be fair. And then I guess we let that dry, and then at least that's what I did with the other eye. I let this dry, and then I went in with the mascara. But what I will say is that putting this on, I can kind of see it on my lashes, right? And technically right now my lashes look really, really long. And it was like this on this eye. But then when I applied the mascara, I covered it all, but I don't know what happened. Like, it's not making my lashes look as long as they were, or were looking with this on it. So, I don't know exactly. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. But just so you know, this to me isn't. Hold on here. Yeah, I kind of feel like it's the same formula as the Betty Boop, but just different wands. To be fair, I think all of this is the same formula, but different wands. Okay. See, this one had like a, alright, so the Batscara had one of the, I guess, is this fiber? I would assume, like hair like. And then the Betty Boop then went to the rubber, but like in an hourglass type shape. I guess you would consider that. I don't know what you would consider that. Okay. And then, but this formula felt thicker than this one. But this formula and this formula feel the same. But this formula, no, that brush is the same, isn't it? Hold up. Stay. If these are the same brushes, there's no way. That's bigger. Is it the same? No. Okay, the Betty Boop is thinner. It does sort of have like the hourglass in a way, but this is much thinner than this one. I was going to say, wait a second now. They didn't even change up the brushes. But for some reason, I thought this was more straight. I didn't think it had the hourglass, to be honest. Alright, so now let's go in with this mascara. I will say so far it has not transferred on like the top of my lashes or anything. So that's good. I almost just got mascara everywhere. And again, it goes through the lashes. Now that time it did. It does go through my lashes and gives separation. 100%. Now, is it on me? Am I not applying the mascara correctly? I mean, it is a possibility. I am not a makeup artist, so I could apply mascara wrong. I mean, I don't know how you could apply it wrong, but if you could, it'd be me that applied mascara wrong. I'll be honest. I'm a goofball sometimes. And I do like the fact they sent me lashes. A free set of Michaela lashes was in the box. Although, again, I would have thought that they would have had lashes in this collection, to be fair. Like 4 different kinds for each of the members of the band. I'll say that too. Okay, and we'll put it on the lower lashes now. I mean, okay. I'm going to use the Kiss primer with the Betty Boop mascara tomorrow, I think. Just for the kicks and giggles. To try something to see if it's the primer that's making the difference or not. But let's just say for right now, this would be the best mascara that they have done so far. With that said, I don't like it. I don't like it. But there's a reason. I don't wear false lashes. I do not know how. So I have to have a good mascara. Is this horrible? No. Would this work if you were wearing false lashes? Yes, but at the same time, I feel like any mascara would work if you're wearing lashes. You know what I mean? As long as it's black, it's going to work. But for me personally, no. I knew that. I shouldn't have gotten it. I know that. That's money I could have saved. So just so you know, seriously, if you think you, I think we all have to stop this fear, or I definitely need to stop this fear of missing out, because it's just, you're just, what you're missing out on is your money. That's what you're missing out on. But they're banking on that. Now, if you were a Kiss fan, I understand 100% why you're buying this whole collection. Strawberry Shortcake, I bought the lashes. There you go. You know, they could have had whatever they wanted out for Strawberry Shortcake, and I was going to buy it. But I have a connection to that, you know what I mean? So that's why I said I understand it. But in all honesty, will I wear that mascara? Maybe, maybe not. But I can definitely pass that along. But the lipstick, I may wear it a couple more times, but probably not. Not really. And I can almost bet the eye bases, I'm not going to wear them. I'd almost bet you $100 I won't. I will try them, but it's not something that I'm going to take that extra step for, considering I like Glamlite the way Glamlite is, their shadows, you know what I mean? So, but with that said, this video is definitely long enough. Lord, I did not realize it was this long. I do apologize. I hoped it helped in some way. I'll try to do a shorter video tomorrow on a different color. I tell you what, let me know what color you'd like to see. So I did purple. Would you want to see the blue, the green, or the red burgundy row? Let me know, and I'll try to do that. Try to match it up to an outfit, because you know I have to wear. It has to match. If I can, I will. If I can't, I'll just pick a row. Alright, that's all I have for you today. I hope it helped. I hope it all makes sense in the end. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. Hit all, that way you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday, unless it's a new launch. And I will see you in my next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.